Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. I've just been thinking of you. I did miss you all this week, so service will be resumed. So I'll see you all on Monday. So I just thought I'd give you a little message for the weekend. So either pick a card A, B, or C. However, I do think they're going to sort of go as usual in order. So anyway, card A, if you've chosen card A. All right, this sort of feels like just hold, just hang in there. Just hang in there because everything is going to start happening in this divine timing, in the moment that it's supposed to happen. Just believe in the luck, believe in the nature around you. And if you are struggling, go outside and create some dreams. And remember, if you don't have a dream, how are you going to make a dream come true? But it is that, it's going out, sitting perhaps with nature if you can do, and just lifting your thoughts up, creating the dreams, and then believing in the divine timing that spirit is going to take you in the direction of your dreams and wishes, and it's all going to start coming together. And this card, I feel it sort of runs a little bit together as I thought it would be, but this almost reminds me of a little bit about the Tower card, so it does feel you're going through a change. The number 5 is all about changes. However, the changes do have to happen because at the moment it's like, yes, you have to be a little bit withdrawn because you're looking within with where you want change. As we go through life, as we age, as we move, as we change how we feel, there sometimes comes a times where we feel we don't fit in, or we do feel orphaned, we feel a bit alone. But it's within that detaching from others and other people's thoughts, opinions, and ways that they want us to be. So sometimes we have to be alone to get to know us, to understand what we want, and to understand what makes us happy, what we want more of, what we don't want anymore. So we may feel orphaned, or we may have actually chosen in some way this withdrawal, so we can not find ourselves, but actually tap in and discover ourselves, if that makes sense. And then very soon, you're going to be able to take the mask off that you've been hiding behind or having to be behind, and you'll look up and you'll find that you've got this great big sign that's showing you your future. And I feel that sign here is this 4-leaf clover, so I just feel you're going to, it's almost like this weekend marks a change between endings and beginnings. And it's funny because we do have the new moon coming in on Monday. So, and the third card, and I'm just going to say it's not ABC, it is going to be a series because we have building blocks. So I just feel within this card, within this time, that you may feel a little bit energetically and mentally withdrawn, not quite knowing what the way forward is. Here you're having time to think about, where do you want to build things, what do you want to happen? And again, this flag is here as this lucky 4-leaf clover, and it's like, it just feels like you're needing this time to call back your energy, to build up the true you, and to also see and discover and know where you want to go. Do you want to go that way or that way? Which way is better for you? When you know what your energy feels like. And once that all slots into place, it's a bit like that Tetris game. Once that all slots into place, serendipity is going to lift you floating into the direction of your dreams. But here is where you're having some time out to create your dreams. And then Monday is the new moon, and we can actually set our dreams, set our intentions into motion. So over this weekend, have some time out if you can. Even if you can't, even if you're busy with family, children, chores, work, whatever it is, find some time to look inside and feel into your body about what you want to do, what makes you feel good, what do you want more of in your life, and where do you see yourself in a few days. I was going to say in 5 years, but that's always so hard to do. But where do you see yourself? Where do you want to go? Where is the direction of your dreams? Then take some time building onto that dream. How does it look like? How does it feel? Don't sort of go to the fine details about how you're actually going to get there. But, what would it look like? How would it feel? What would you do more of? And then sort of trust that things will slot into motion, that what is going to happen will happen. And I love the numbers because to me, we've got the number 5, which is this big spiritual change. And for me, I'm counting these as 8s, which is sort of that working and balance. But then if we do feel this is a 10, if we add them both up and it's a 10, it's almost like a completion. So you're really looking inside, completing your dream. And then this is that beautiful sort of 9. I'm drawn to like the 9 of Pentacles, where you really start living and doing things for yourself. Anyway, I hope that all makes sense, and let me know if it resonates, and I'll see you on Monday.